Aaron GOILE Last updated 1944. The 7th of July 2018 Sky Sport Damian McKenzie scores a fantastic try in Chiefs win over Brumbies. Bruce Lim, PHOTOSPORT Chiefs first 5/8 Damian McKenzie scored a brilliant try to lead his side to victory against the Brumbies. Bruce Lim, PHOTOSPORT Brumbies flanker Tom Cusack was one of two players forced off for the visitors due to a head knock. Bruce Lim, PHOTOSPORT Fullback Solomon Alaimalo was an ever-present threat on attack for the hosts. Bruce Lim, PHOTOSPORT Chiefs co-captain Sam Cane was forced off with a concussion and didn't return to the game. Rugby. The Chiefs have made their place in the Super Rugby quarter-finals official, and at the same time ended the faint playoff hopes of the Brumbies, after holding on against a fast-finishing visiting side to claim a tense 24-19 win in Hamilton on Saturday night. Up 24-5 with 15 minutes to play, the game looked well secure, before the sin-binning of Jesse Perrett for a late high shot handed the Brumbies an opening, which they took with both hands, only to eventually fall short of a stunning comeback win. With one round of the regular season remaining, it's now a question of where the Chiefs will finish up, and whether they could earn hosting rights, but for the meantime they've taken care of the job at hand, just coming off their Suva stunner against the Highlanders. They were reminded of the need to start from scratch in this one, in early drizzly conditions and against a Brumbies side who were content to play the game at their own pace. Read more, * World Cup lessons for the Abs * Crockett suits up for Nelson Rugby return * Crusaders belt Highlanders * Moody, Crotty hurt and win, but, after dominating possession in position, a couple of first-half tries ensured a handy 17-0 lead, and a second successive week where no first-half points were conceded. The Brumbies held their own defensively for some time, as the hosts tried to give the ball width, then eventually had to be content with Damian McKenzie opening the scoring from the tee in the 12th minute. The live wire number 10 was skipping and scheming, tripping and chasing, before a hard-in-the-mouth moment when he threw an intercept pass which his opposite, Christian Lilifano, snaffled, but in the end fumbled, with no one in front of him. Add feedback. That could have been the opening needed for the visitors, who were coming off an upset of the Hurricanes, but who hadn't won in New Zealand since 2014. The pressure eventually told in the 24th minute, when a close-charging Nathan Harris bagged the night's opening try. Then, it didn't take long for Mackenzie's ever-dazzling attacking skill to eventually reap big dividends, as just after the half-hour mark he burst over the halfway line, flicking a no-look ball, a la Benji Marshall, inside for Brad Weber, before backing up the play and then searing 25 meters to score. Brumbies coach Dan McKellar had said pre-game he was happy Mackenzie had been picked rather than serving his second All Blacks stand-down game, because it increased the challenge and he wanted his side to beat the best. He was probably thinking a bit differently after that effort though. It seemed it just wasn't to be the Canberrans' night, as with a prime chance to hit back 4 minutes before the break they lost the ball over the line, while also losing flanker Tom Cusack and hooker Fulofanga in the first half to head knocks. The Chiefs had their own pieces of adversity to deal with co-captain Sam Cane forced off in the 37th minute because of a concussion too, while Harris didn't return after halftime because of a thigh injury, then centre Sean Wainui left in the 53rd minute with a shoulder issue. 2 minutes after the latter's exit, the Brumbies finally found their way onto the scoreboard, with Henry Spate finishing in the right corner. It sent a sudden spark through the visitors, with David Pocock making a stunning break off the restart, only to be denied by some brilliant Weber and McKenzie cover defense. In the blink of an eye the Chiefs were then herring up the other end, and while McKenzie and brother Marty were denied their length of the field effort by some stunning work from Brumbies fullback Tom Banks, Marty soon later made amends by chipping through and hitting the upright, for Johnny Fazali to gather and score. The game was done, but then Perrett Sinbinning saw all things change, with first Banks running in the 71st minute, then a rampaging Spate bagging his double, to make it 24-19 with 5 to play. Damian McKenzie had the chance to seal the deal with 2 minutes left but missed his penalty attempt, and the Chiefs had to defend for multiple phases before a knock-on eventually ended the Brumbies' hopes. At a glance, Chiefs 24, Nathan Harris, Damian McKenzie, Johnny Fazzauli tries, Damian McKenzie 3 con, pen, Brumbies 19, Henry Spate 2, Tom Banks tries, Farini Hawara 2 con, HT, 17-0, stuff.